Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to talk about the upcoming Black Panther update for 3.8 to coincide with the Black Panther MCU movie. Now, I'm really excited about this for a bunch of reasons, but I wanted to hit you guys up with a list of things that you should and shouldn't do to prepare for this update. And I'll get to the Black Panther himself a little bit later, but first I need to talk about saving items and planning out your next week or week and a half accordingly. The first thing and the most important thing and the easiest thing to do is just watch the timers and the expiry dates on certain items that you can collect. For example, if you have something that has a 7-day or an 8-day timer on it, if you have something with no timer on it, which is unlimited, you should probably save those for after the update. If you have something from the limited event that you haven't collected yet, wait until the last possible moment to collect it, because once it goes into your inventory, or in the case of boost points, once they go up into your boost point total, you won't be able to stop the timer from decaying, and then you might lose those items before the update drops. Additionally, as we always mention, finish Shadowlands as late as you can, as close to the update as you can, but definitely do it before the update so that you have those bios ready for potential characters. Going back now and discussing characters, we can of course expect some things to happen, if not a lot of things to happen for Black Panther. So if you don't already have him, I would recommend, yes, getting him up to 6 stars, but I would stop at 6 stars, level 60. I wouldn't actually recommend you to tier 2 Black Panther at the moment, and the reason for that is that it's not necessary and we don't know what changes he's going to get. I really hope I'm not here in a week or week and a half telling you it was a bad choice and Netmarble did a bad job of rebalancing and buffing Black Panther, because that would be a total letdown. But he only costs 500 Chaos Nornstones because of the change, so he's a much cheaper tier 2 nowadays than he ever was. And in addition to that, you have the tier 2 tickets and you have ways of getting him ranked up by other means. So 6 stars, level 60 is plenty. In addition, I know the uniform sale is over, but don't buy his uniform. It goes without saying he's most likely getting a new one, hopefully in the vein of Thor, Loki, or Hulk from their Ragnarok buffs. That's going to make him new and much improved. You can also get the bios from his pre-event or pre-update event quest, and I want to now mention this one because a couple of people I've noticed, a small minority, are griping about this event quest being bad and that the event rewards are bad. Well, they're very similar to the event rewards that we had, or the pre-update event rewards that we had for Thor Ragnarok, where you got Thor bios, and everyone seemed to really love the Ragnarok update after it dropped. So I think we shouldn't judge the update based on what we get from the event shop. I know people are upset that they're getting Black Panther bios when they wanted Shuri bios or something like that, but this is fine. This helps both new and veteran players alike, so we don't have to spend our energy that we're using to farm Uru or using for the Luna Snow update and the event battle there. We can just get our Black Panther bios from here. Me, having less than 200 Black Panther bios, I really appreciate being able to pick some early bios up. And if you have all the bios you need, well great, you get some extra free gold. Actually, you get quite a bit of free gold. You get 250,000 every day for 7 days, so that's pretty nice. I don't think there's anything to complain about. We gotta wait to see the final product before we lay any kind of negative judgment. As far as characters are concerned, I've already mentioned that we expect, and I personally expect, a big update for Black Panther. I am expecting something anywhere from Thor's upgrade with Ragnarok all the way to Hulk's upgrade to Ragnarok. Thor being the lowest, Hulk being the highest. I would love a Hulk-esque upgrade for Black Panther. If we get anything less than Thor, I will be disappointed. If we get a bugged uniform, I will be extremely disappointed. So those are the key things to keep an eye out for. There's a strong possibility that we're going to need Black Panther's uniform for an upcoming event quest or upcoming cinematic battle editions. A lot of people are speculating that we're going to see, wow, cinematic battle for Black Panther. I would love that to bits. So we may see additional uniforms being put out in addition to Black Panther. We could definitely see a uniform for Shuri. She was teased in this image that was the first kind of step in the update for Mobirum on their official page on the Reddit, showing her movie look. This is obviously not her comic look. she's most often referred to in the comics as the other Black Panther, being his half-sister and having taken over control of the Black Panther in certain iterations and certain runs of the comic series, where she has a very tight-fitting, amazing-looking Black Panther outfit on. So we could see that uniform coming out to supplement her character, or that could be her base look, and the movie, the MCU uniform, is her uniform that you purchase and you rank up for the cinematic battle. This is just speculation, but it's something to keep in mind if you're saving crystals or you're thinking of spending them. There are definitely at least a couple of uniforms on the way, and they're probably going to be necessary for things like cinematic battle rewards or future event battles or event quests that we might see pop up. As far as basic and native reworks, I would hope for a basic rework to Black Panther's kit for those of us who don't have the crystals to get his uniform, but it's unlikely because we didn't see many for Ragnarok. In addition, we could see, it's unlikely, but we could see a rework for White Tiger. I know she doesn't fit in with Black Panther, I'm aware of that, but it kind of makes sense. There's really no other character, there's very few other characters that align so closely to him. I know a lot of you are going to say Storm. It's a long shot, but yeah, we could see something for Storm, although she has no place in the Black Panther movie. It is something to throw out there, and I know it's going to make a few of my viewers happy to hear. Maybe a new uniform, who knows? Finally, I want to mention the most important part of this update, and this is the part that everyone should be waiting for, and everyone should have assumed is coming before the characters, before the uniforms, before the reworks, before the event quest checklist. Game mode rebalancing and game mode changes. This is a biggie, and this is, I think, the thing that the community is most keeping an eye on and hoping for, because if we see another kind of empty update with just characters and no game mode changes and no significant alterations to existing game modes, no change or rework or kind of perspective shift on competitive game modes, it's going to be a huge letdown. I personally will be let down, and I know that the majority of the community, I speak for them when I say they will be let down as well. I think most of all, Alliance Conquest deserves a big facelift. It is, the map of Alliance Conquest is Wakanda as far as I'm concerned, and there's no better time than with the Black Panther movie to do the upgrades. Of course, it's too late now to mention this to Netmarble if they haven't already started doing it, but let's hope they had the same foresight and insight into this obvious change and this obvious connection between the two things, and that it wasn't just something in the fans' minds and in the players' minds. In addition to Conquest, we could definitely use and see some changes to Alliance Battle. I would love for Netmarble to address and either confirm or fix the change to the Frost Beast, making his typing or its typing combat for all of the days. The community has honestly been left completely confused and befuddled on what to do, whether they should focus more on the blast characters to take advantage of the combat typing, or if they should stay and stand pat on their upgrades, hoping that it will be reversed in the future and that the typing will go back to either universal or just a neutral typing that is advantageous for all classes simultaneously. As far as cinematic battles go, we know that we're probably getting one for Black Panther. I really hope that they up the difficulty for this one and it's not just all flash, no substance. I would much prefer to see a cinematic battle that challenges you and rewards you for playing well, not just with some cheesy score in the top corner that gets muddied and confused by people cheating or using hacks on offline clients to get crazy scores and killing the boss in 1 second. I would really like to see a little bit more effort put into this game mode. I would like to see penalties for dying, penalties for taking damage that affect your rewards, a longer fight that actually has some kind of meaning to it, potentially ways to reward people other than just upgrading things, like using a certain number of combos, using a character in a certain way, lasting the whole fight without taking any damage, and using those as ways of giving bonus rewards, either the one-time bonus rewards or to buff the completion reward chests, those cinematic supply chests that we get. I would really like to see them expand the cinematic battle type and the rewards, and also, but more specifically, the difficulty, because I think this game mode has a lot of potential and I love the ties into the MCU, but it feels a little bit like fluff right now, and it's like a balloon full of air, and I would love some candy in that balloon that I can pop and eat from time to time. Those are my kind of whole thoughts about the upcoming MCU tie-in Black Panther update for Marvel Future Fight. It's got a lot of hopes and optimism and also caution riding on this one update. This is probably one of the most anticipated, both highly and lowly anticipated updates for a while now. I can't remember the last time when we saw the community with such kind of polarizing feelings about an upcoming update. Probably the last time the community had this kind of reaction was with the second year anniversary update, where we were getting the patch or the teasers for it. It was Guardians of the Galaxy, and everyone was just confused because it seemed so lackluster, and it ended up being lackluster, but we knew it was lackluster in hindsight because X-Men were around the corner. This time there isn't really anything around the corner after Black Panther. If anything, Luna Snow was around the corner from Black Panther. So let's hope that this is the X-Men update for Black Panther. Finally, I want to mention, can we have one update without a bio-subscription character? I have no problem with bio-subscription characters, but just for creativity's sake, just to be novel, let's go one update without a brand new bio-subscription character. Just a thought, just throwing it out there, Netmarble. You don't have to listen to me. Let me know what you guys think of my update kind of plans and what I'm going to be doing and what hopefully you'll be doing to get ready for this update. Subscribe if you enjoy the content and you want to support me and you love Black Panther. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.